Bingo.
Mr. Bain is waiting for you. I'll take your bag.
Sweetheart.
I have a surprise for you.
Another one.
There's a man in the phone booth behind you.
Terrific.
That man has a gun, darling.
You've gone and spoiled it.
He'll use it if you don't do what I tell you.
Well, speak right up, baby. I hate to get shot at.
Shall we go?
Where are we going?
You're getting on a plane.
I just got off a plane.
Most people like to travel. I adore it.
Then come with me.
This is your gate, and this is your ticket.
Would it be too rude to ask where I'm going?
Geneva.
Geneva. I don't know anybody in Geneva. Move.
Move.
Please extinguish their pipes and cigarettes and proceed through gate 4 to the aircraft.
Bye, darling.
What's up?
Problems, Mr. Bain.
Where's Mundy?
Something happened.
Didn't he arrive?
Oh, he arrived all right, but he's gone again.
Explain.
Well, I met him, and he was coming to the car when a blonde woman appeared. They embraced, exchanged whispers, and he got back aboard his plane again.
With the blonde?
No,
Where was the plane bound for?
Geneva.
Get me our office in Geneva. I'm ordering a massive search for that double-crossing, dame-chasing...
Speaking of me,
Never mind that call.
what happened to you?
Will that be all, sir?
Yes, thank you, Don.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right, Al. Come on, let's hear it.
It was an attempted kidnap.
By a blonde?
That's the best kind.
I want facts, Al.
Obviously, Noah, somebody's trying to get me out of the country. The girl was a front. There was a guy in a phone booth with a gun on me.
Could you recognize him?
No, I couldn't recognize.
Why not?
Because he had dark glasses on, a great big hat, and his collar was turned up.
How'd you get off the plane?
I used the rear exit. I hid behind a food container. Carried it out with my usual cleverness.
All right, forget it. Forget I even asked. Just let's get going. Look in the glove compartment. You'll find a viewer in there. The man's name is Bjornsson. He's socially and diplomatically very well connected here.
VIP?
One of the biggest. He also has access to NATO defense secrets, which he is now attempting to sell.
To the wrong people.
Check.
Why don't you blow a whistle?
His government wouldn't believe the charge. He's above search, arrest, or interrogation.
Where are the papers?
Somewhere in Bjornsson's villa. Here it is.
Why didn't you just say somewhere in Europe? You could lose a freight train in this place.
Oh, you'd find it.
Do you have any plans, diagrams, road maps?
We have floor plans.
Do they indicate where the safe is?
Nope.
Where are we going?
The Kronborg Hotel. You have a suite there. You'll be working with a woman. Her name is Irena Damos. She's one of ours. You'll meet her in the lobby.
She'll swoon all over me, right?
Wrong. You carry this. She'll approach you, and when she does, you ask her if this book belongs to her. She'll answer, yes, this is my copy of Euripides.
Sounds spicy.
I don't know, I never read it.
Do we really have to go through with the cloak and dagger bit?
We have our reasons.
Oh, fine. I stand around the lobby like some idiot waiting for some dame to come over to me and tell me that she's lost her Euripides.
Oh, you could do it standing on your head.
I ought to try. I'd be less conspicuous. You guys are beautiful.
Pardon me. You look like a lady who's lost her Euripides.
I am not. What kind of a woman do you think I am?
Hello. I don't suppose you'd be interested in this.
I think that is my copy of Euripides.
Well, would you take it before I get my face slapped? I'll say one thing for our mutual friend. He hires very attractive agents.
There is much to do, Mr. Mundy.
I agree. Why don't we find a nice quiet spot and some soft music and get started?
I refer only to work. Tomorrow, Mr. Bjornsson and his wife are hosting a fashion show. I designed the clothes for it. I have also obtained permission for you to attend the event as a photographer for an American fashion magazine.
Your name is Irena. I've always done very well with arenas.
You shall use your cover name, Collins. Have you got the plans for the villa?
No, not yet.
Well, I will go over the plans with you.
Oh, we're finally getting someplace.
I was told you had some trouble at the airport.
Well, some of it was trouble, some was fun.
I suppose it could have been Bjornsson.
Not the fun part.
But how could he have known about you?
Maybe a little blonde told him.
You are frivolous.
Only when it counts.
I think you should go to the villa and introduce yourself. If they are surprised when they see you, then we will know that it was Bjornsson who waylaid you.
Honey, it wasn't Mr. Bjornsson or a Mr. Anybody who tried to waylay me.
Nevertheless, you shall go.
You're rather dominant for such a very attractive woman.
Mr. Mundy, I shall leave the actual theft to you, but I make all the arrangements. Is that clear?
Well, if you feel that way about it. Next time you can find your own Euripides. You're a nice dog. You're a nice dog. My name is Collins. I'm the fashion photographer.
Collins, fashion photographer. I'll send him right in. Down, dogs.
They're nice dogs.
Yeah.
Madame, Mr. Collins would like to see you.
Mr. Collins?
How do you do, madame?
I am Mrs. Bjornsson. I am surprised to see you here, Mr. Collins.
Really?
Yes, I was informed that you had canceled your visit with us.
Who told you that?
My dear, may I speak with you, please?
Please excuse me, Mr. Collins. Would you come here, please, Mr. Collins? May I present my husband, Mr. Bjornsson?
How do you do?
How do you do?
And this is Dmitri.
How do you do?
You are from the American magazine.
Yes, I am.
May I see your identification, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Collins, you will arrive at the time specified and restrict your activities to the immediate area of the fashion show. When your duties are completed, you will leave.
Well, thank you, sir. I was afraid I'd be expected to mingle with the guests.
You will excuse us, my dear, please. Mr. Collins?
Would you care for a drink, Mr. Collins?
No, no, thank you. Mrs. Bjornsson, you said that you heard that I'd canceled my trip?
Yes, I received word this morning that your magazine was sending another photographer.
Who called you about that?
Oh, someone just called on the telephone. Please, I would like to see the Turin here, please.
Yes, madame.
Did he give you his name?
Yes, but I cannot recall it. Oh, he did say he was staying at the Kronberg Hotel.
Well, that's convenient. I'm staying there, too. Honey, I've really enjoyed sitting with you. Even if you were more agreeable, it wouldn't make any difference. There you are. Thank you.
It is essential that we find out who tried to send you out of the country.
I already told you. I wouldn't recognize him if he fell over me with a beer. Cheers. Now, if it was the blonde lady...
Oh, naturally.
Don't knock it. It can be fun. I've got a great idea. Why don't we take the car, drive out into the country, and we could go to one of those places where they have that marvelous peasant dancing?
Impossible. I do not dance.
What do you do?
I work. You should try it.
Ho, ho, ho. Look what we've got here.
That is the blonde?
Gift wrapped. Come on. Hello, darling. That's a paper bathing suit you're wearing, right?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what would happen to it if I pushed you into the pool?
You wouldn't.
Baby, it would make my whole day. Now, if you don't tell me where your boyfriend is, I'm going to provide just such a show.
No, wait. I'll tell you.
Where is he?
He's over there.
Come on.
George.
Al! Well, I really am sorry to see you again. Now it looks like I'm gonna have to get rough.
Now, George, don't do anything foolish. You never use guns.
Yes, I do. As soon as I start feeling uptight. So why don't you sit down? Sit down. Now, why aren't you in Geneva?
I changed my plans. It's a pleasure to see you again, George. Why don't you put that thing away?
No, that's not ugly.
You're putting on a few pounds, aren't you?
Hmm? Oh, no, no, rented trunks.
I see you still go first class.
Yeah. Credit cards.
You mind if I get up?
Carefully.
Irina. Miss Damos. May I present Mr. George Palmer?
How do you do?
George is an old...
Careful, Al.
Business acquaintance.
Competitor.
From time to time. You might mention to our friend that George is the one who put the Shanghai on me.
Ah.
That little ball of ice is yours?
I'm working on it.
George, I'd like to go to...
Whatever it is, I can't afford it. Scoot. Scoot. On delay. She has a marvelous...
Personality?
Yeah. Sit down.
You can't afford it?
No. Things are very tight, Al.
I would be able to afford that if I had to pawn my shoes.
Well, then you'll notice. I'm barefoot.
How'd you know I was at the airport?
Well, it's funny you should ask me that. I had a friend of mine who was at the Paris airport and saw you buying a ticket. And he said that you used the name Collins. Well, by a strange coincidence, I just happened to hear that an American photographer by the name of Collins was coming in to cover the Bjornsson party. Right. I put 2 and 2 together, it came up 5. So I knew it had to be you.
You always had a talent for causing trouble.
I haven't even started yet. Now get lost.
Any reason?
First come, first served. Squatter's rights. Whatever, it's mine.
George, I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Will you please come off it? Now, every operator in Europe knows about that Bjornsson necklace.
Bjornsson necklace?
Will you stop with those baby blue eyes?
Well, now, you smoked me out.
It didn't take much of a fire, did it?
Maybe we could talk.
We've talked. The answer still comes up no.
You might consider a merger.
You know what happens when a chicken merges with a weasel.
Oh, baby, you really know how to hurt a guy. You better reconsider. I have access to the house.
I'll get in the house.
If I know you, you know where the safe is.
Yes, I do, baby. But I'm gonna keep it to myself. Now, Al, I want you to listen to me very carefully. I'm very serious. Get lost. Now, you know I can play pretty dirty if I have to.
With old friends?
Especially with old friends. And most especially when the old friend is you. Now, I really mean it, Al. Claire?
Let me tell you about my chum, George Palmer. He and I date back to tapping piggy banks together. He's clever, resourceful, and almost as talented as I am.
Does he know about the NATO papers?
No, he's after the necklace. He's been around here long enough to have a pretty good shot at it, too.
You think he's learned the location of the safe?
He must have. That con artist wouldn't wash his hands without a detailed blueprint of the sink.
Would he trade?
No.
You mean he won't accept cash?
Never.
Why not?
Noah, thieves like Palmer have ethics, understand?
All right. Just tell me how we can learn the location of the safe.
Ask Mr. Palmer.
Carl's. When is he expected? Right, thank you. Bjornsson has made his deal. The courier's on his way now for the pickup. He'll probably be there tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? Thanks for everything.
Well, that's your job. Find the safe and get the papers before Bjornsson makes his transfer.
Noah, sometimes I think you go out of your way to make things difficult for me.
Will you get the jack, please?
There's one possibility. George Palmer is a very methodical man. He undoubtedly has made a diagram of the exact location of where the safe is. If you could get him out of the way for a while, I could search his gear. I should find something. He tried to run me out of the country, right? It could make my search a lot easier if you gave him the same treatment.
Al, you're going to make a very successful agent.
Mr. George Palmer.
Yes?
Police.
What do you want?
You'll come along with us, please.
Why?
You are no longer welcome here.
What's the matter? What have I done?
Come along.
George? Wasn't George?
I'll tell you one thing. That house will be completely wired with alarms. That's the terrace. That line is a wire, probably leading to the alarm systems.
For the whole house?
It'll be one unit. Now, if I was George, I'd put a silencing device about here.
Does he do that before he looks for the necklace?
Before anything else. That's sexy perfume.
That's soap.
Sometimes I get the feeling you're really trying to put me down.
Mr. Mundy, what's this?
What?
Here.
Well, that's a wall safe. I knew there had to be one. But which room is it in?
It doesn't say.
Mass production.
I beg your pardon?
10 rooms, all the same dimensions on the second floor. I won't have time to check all the rooms. What's this?
It says Golden Longship.
What's a longship?
An ancient Viking battleship. Small replicas are treasured by collectors.
It could be in the same room as the safe.
Yes.
No, all we have to look for is a battleship.
And open the safe. That's all.
Didn't Mr. Bain tell you about my talents?
Yes, he did.
Weren't you impressed?
By a thief.
A thief? A thief who steals in the national interest. There's a big difference.
History books will tell you that they've erected monuments to men like me. Don't shake your head. If I recover those NATO documents and you come to America, you might find me erected in the park. Would that attract you?
No, but it would attract pigeons.
Oh, that's very funny. Well, welcome to Boys Town.
That's far enough. Baby.
Well, George. How are you?
Fine.
How was Geneva?
That's funny.
I'm trying. What happened?
Well, your phony police? We're scared by the real police.
I guess I'm always going to have trouble with the police.
Al, where are the plans?
What plans?
The floor plans that you stole from my room?
George, what would I be doing in your room?
Friend, I'm not playing with you anymore. Now, you have exactly 1 minute. And if those plans aren't here, I'm going to use this. And I'm very good with it. Okay, buddy.
Hold it, George. They're under the rug.
Al. I'll do it. Hold this! I'll make a proposition with you.
You better make it a good one.
Look, if you take me with you over to the Bjornsson villa and get me in, I'll show you where the safe is. And I'll split the stuff with you right down the middle. Well, what do you say, Al? Huh? You're never gonna find that safe without me.
This is Bain. Wake up. I don't pay you to sleep.
You don't pay me, period.
Your friend Palmer got away.
I know.
Have you seen him?
Last night, we made a deal. I take him to the villa, he shows me where the safe is.
That sounds too generous. What's the catch?
No catch. We get the NATO papers, Palmer gets the necklace.
Oh, no. No thievery.
Thievery? What do you call taking the papers?
Political expediency.
Noah, no necklace, no papers. That's political expediency, too. So long. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was entertaining a few friends. We had a hard night. Breaking and entering, huh?
Not when I'm paying for the suite.
Well, I'm enjoying it.
What?
Being a kept man. You come out good in the morning.
I'm sorry, I can't say the same for you. Mr. Bain has sent over some things that you said you would need.
What I need is you. How about breakfast?
No, thank you.
Well, I can't eat alone.
Your camera is over there, and that kit contained some equipment that you wanted.
Room service?
There is also an invitation that will admit you to the fashion show.
Room service. Breakfast for two. What do you have?
Breakfast for one.
Room service. Send up a pot of coffee. I'm parked in the lot.
Al, you know, I was just thinking, I'll bet we could steal Laurel from Hardy and get away with it.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, but we're out of step with the time. I mean, nobody engages in freewheeling competition anymore.
It's a sad commentary on the American way of life.
It's true, but the legits, the businessmen, they have all the answers. Al, look, this is the age of the merger. Consolidation, you know, corporate strength.
Holding companies, stock diversifications, like that?
Absolutely. Now, I figure if it works for them, why not for us?
Well, the idea has merit, George.
Yes, but I don't mean just on this job. I mean all the way. You know, together we'd be merging some very powerful assets.
We might even float a stock issue.
Darling.
Oh, I'm sorry, Al. I guess I just work alone. All right, don't overdo it.
George, I want a drink. George, I want a rye and ginger.
Will you please be quiet?
Madame?
No, thanks. Could I have a rye and ginger?
At the bar, madame.
Pardon me, but where's our hostess?
And near the terrace door.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Yes, it's very nice.
Well, she's not wearing the necklace. It must be in the safe.
George, I want a rye and ginger.
Will you please shut up?
George, I'm thirsty.
Why don't you jump in the swimming pool?
Where is Al Mundy?
Mundy? Mundy? I don't know anyone by the name of Mundy.
All right, then, Collins. Now, where is he?
He doesn't check in with me.
He was all right this morning.
Well, he's very undependable. Maybe he went to Paris. He just loves Paris. Doesn't he love Paris?
Mr. Palmer, I could make a great deal of trouble for you.
Yes, you could. But you're not the only person who has a whistle. If you think on me, I think on you. Then we all get kicked out.
George, I want a rye and ginger.
Sweetheart, why didn't you say so? You'll excuse us, won't you, please?
Yes?
This is Irina. Al Mundy has not appeared yet.
What happened?
I don't know. But his friend Palmer and the blonde showed up about 10 minutes ago.
Could he have been shanghaied again?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I've just had definite word that Bjornson is meeting the courier tonight.
Where?
At the villa. He has the money to buy the papers. It's up to you now to stop him.
Change into the gold lame and you will wear the print, huh?
What should I wear?
Where have you been?
Studying my Euripides. What have you been up to?
Looking for you. Time is running out.
Time will do that. Did George show up?
He's here.
Where?
I don't know.
Say, you'd make a good cop. The Russian Secret Service could use you. Is Mrs. Bjornsson wearing the necklace?
No.
Well, then that narrows it down. George must have headed for the safe.
I just spoke to Bain. The courier will be here any moment to purchase the papers. Mr. Bjornsson is waiting for him. You have got to find that safe immediately.
Easy. All we have to do is find George and we'll know the safe is nearby.
Madame?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Wait a minute. Hello, darling?
Hey.
Easy. We mean too much to each other. Now, where's George?
I don't know.
Yes, you do, and you better tell me or I'll blow the whole show. That beautiful blonde hair of yours will go awfully dark when you're thrown into a dungeon, and prison food will wipe those curves right out.
You wouldn't dare tell anyone.
Oh, no? First, we'll start with the hostess.
No, wait. He went to the terrace to do something. About shutting off an alarm system or something.
Is he out there now?
No.
Is he going to the safe?
Yes.
Where is the safe?
I don't know.
Honey, you better tell me or you're gonna...
Honest. All I know is it's on the second floor above the terrace.
Save a dance for me. I won't be long.
The courier just arrived. Now what are we going to do?
Unless we get real lucky. You'll be back to cutting velvet and I'll be inside looking out.
What I said before about being in charge. If you have any ideas, I will go along with them.
Oh, I love you. George planned to silence the alarm system on the terrace. According to the diagram, the wire should be at the base of the building. If George has been his usual busy little self, the silencing system should be right here. That miserable thief. I designed this clamp system myself. He should be paying me royalties.
Someone's coming. Look, I am not to be played games with, like one of your blondes.
It's all in the line of duty. You, are still on our side?
What do we do?
I've got to gamble on the story the blonde told me, that the safe is in one of these rooms above this terrace. If she's telling the truth, I can pinpoint that room.
How?
You keep your eye on Bjornsson. If he moves, let me know. Leave the tricky stuff to Al. Go on.
You know Dimitri, of course.
Good to see you.
Friend from abroad.
Nothing. We're just testing, he says.
Alarms and nothing.
2 men ran out of the room. They went upstairs.
There's the room. All right. Create a diversion with Bjornsson. Scream, faint, anything, but keep him downstairs. Come on.
Like someone tried to open it. You stay here.
Right.
To open the safe. The alarm must have chased him away.
Did you see anyone?
No.
What about the longship?
It remained untouched.
My necklace. Was someone after my necklace?
Relax, my dear. The safe was untouched. Now, please keep looking for that man upstairs.
Please, the ringing of the bell was a false alarm. There's nothing to be concerned about. So just continue to enjoy yourselves.
Let us conclude our business. Papers are upstairs. If you will follow me.
What are these? Mr. Wilson, you've got to help me, please.
What is it, my dear?
Please help me.
What is it?
There was a man out on the terrace, and he had a gun. He said that he would
Will
shoot
someone
me if
please
I made a
thank
sound.
you? Calm
Listen
yourself.
to me, please.
Everything will be all right. Calm
Please.
yourself.
Madame, complètement, madame. Non, mais ça va s'arranger, nous allons. J'espère que vous n'êtes pas tué. Malade, complètement malade. Non, mais c'est pas ça. C'est bon. Vitry, open this door.
Keep your hands on the rope. Oh, well, you shouldn't have done it. I'll see you in Geneva.
Huh? He went that way.
That man on the knoll! Stop him! Send the dogs!
The papers.
Good.
Some people just refuse to learn that crime doesn't pay.
Now you're going to say that there's a man in the phone booth, right?
Wrong. She's going to say that there's a man in line ahead of you.
Well, George.
Hello, old buddy.
I see you won the race.
Yes, but I lost the war.
How'd you get away?
Well, I had to throw the jewels back, and they still kept chasing me. I had a terrible time getting away.
I wonder why.
I don't know. The whole thing was a terrible disaster. You know, of course, that I had to stiff my hotel. That I had to hitch a ride down here.
What about our partnership?
Oh, it's still on.
Good.
So long, old friend.
What's the joke?
George has your plane ticket.
I know. I'd let you take it.
What?
I wanted George to get on that airplane.
Why?
We're a partnership. Partners share all assets. Understand? Shall we?
Of course.